Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Albion TV. It's Saturday, the 11th of July, and it's time for the final invasion day of Season 9. This is where the action begins to hot up as the double points section of the season begins. It's not really a race for number one, but it is a scramble for other guilds to, of course, grab that crucial territory and get themselves up the rankings to attain the rank that they want for their precious battle mounts. You join us here with a rather large arch force. And of course, my name is Lewpac, and I'm joined by Shozen and Bogul. We're ready to go with a huge invasion day with Bridge from Conflict. Nice use of the fear as well. It looks like Clap just don't know what's going on right now. They had a perfect choke to turn around on Conflict, and finally they've withdrawn the testicles from their pocket. And I mean, that was a ballsy play from Conflict, and it nearly paid off because Clap just were kind of in disarray. But then all of a sudden they realized that Conflict had just run through a suicidal kind of choke, and they had a good chance. So Fricks and the Kingsman, it looks like, are going to be pushing. But I mean, did Conflict know something we didn't? If I was making a push like that, I definitely want to see someone coming from the other side as well. It's like that is one of the hardest things to do, cross a bridge, and they were very lucky that they got
across the bridge. Someone was going back across the bridge the second time, and they
have got Jurassic Park on top of them.
They don't have the numbers for this right now. They lost so many in that initial engagement that coming back from this is going to be very difficult.
I mean, the tanks got across, but there was no follow-up, and it's just there's huge clumps on this choke potentially.
I mean,
they could hit a big donk on that, and they really did a lot of damage. Conflict lost a few DPS that were trying a little bit greedily, but they killed a ton of Clap. But
I don't think it's going to be. There's just not enough numbers here.
Numbers aren't everything when there's a little difference. You know, having 20 less, 60 versus 80. You know, 80 versus 100, that's playable.
Yeah,
when the enemy is 2 to 1 or more, it's just so difficult because no matter what you kill, once your cooldowns are gone, like here, all Fricks have to do is just run at them.
Yep,
just run at them once their cooldowns are gone.
They don't have the cooldowns to deal with this. Once their resets are over, once they've used their adjudicator, now is the time to go in.
Look at the size of this Clap force. If the Beatles just stay on top of Conflict, they know they can always just run back to their force if they're in danger. And we see some of the Conflict getting deleted up the top. We've got Born and Fenris. We've got Fricks. And so I believe Echo of Silence are also in Clap then. To combat is that right? Did I see that earlier?
What?
Echo of Silence are part of Clap.
I can go check that.
I believe. Maybe I'm just off my rocker. Oh, and there goes our camera. So many guilds that could build 100 plus. Go on.
We have another guy to join, Cust. K-U-S-T.
Is he in some action now?
He's a healer. I'm going to find a tank in just a second, but he was the easiest name to spell to get you guys over here.
4-letter names, yeah. Oh, it looks like we've got the Hold Alliance, Violets, on the retreat, or at least pulling back to this choke, not necessarily retreating. Some nice return fire, and here they go, surging forward. These guys are looking for some big old damage here against the North Alliance, but it looks like the North Alliance has successfully breached the line. Big play from the Locusts, big play from the Purgers. This means Violets are going to lose that crucial choke point. No, it doesn't actually look like North want to push over. I feel like they breached the line there, but they lost their bottle, honestly. So it's going to be a hold over this choke. We'll go to Zanz, who we believe is a tank here for Violets. Yeah, he is. Just the man we're looking for. And now Violets surging forward into the North Alliance. And there is some solid catches on the right-hand side. Number of guys going down just on the edge of this lake at North. Maybe looking for the counterclap. In goes the Grove. Any follow-up? Second Grove. Brimstone's on top. Oh! 2 Brimmies. But not quite enough. The healers on point for the Hold Alliance of the Violets. That's pretty solid play. I just got bounced away. My bad. Let me get back over there. The Scuttlesink Marsh. So I actually think North had a good chance to push that choke. It could have caused a lot of disarray if they'd have got their tanks inside the back line, but it did just seem like they weren't happy with the cooldown situation. They didn't want to push their healers through it. There's a little Camlan on the choke. No follow-up there. North are actually pulling right back, and Hold, the cluster Q is kicking in. So Hold are losing a few people. North are losing a few people. But North just seem to be allowing the Violets to run riot here. Oh, they're actually coming in from the north, unironically, and looking to catch some of these clothies. Oh my word, there were so many healers on the choke, and they just didn't get it. That was a prime opportunity to delete a huge chunk of healers. There's a ballista right on top of this mammoth as well. There's 2 ballistas on top of this mammoth, but he actually, Big Tiffany actually misclicks and targets the volley fire onto a bloodletter guy instead of the enemy mammoth. I mean, it's not like the mammoth is 10 times bigger than anything else. Should be fairly easy to click it. Not being funny,
sometimes these clicks are hard. Lewpac, you've tried to click things in the action. You know how it goes.
I have tried to click things in the past and not click the thing I was trying to click. That is true. I actually saw a rhino on the field.
No.
Like a choke like this is probably the one place a rhino actually is not that bad, because it's got a purge knockback, so you can charge. Oh, here come Violets. Oh, it looks like support is coming in.
Nice catch.
Like, it looks like North Talion. Who are Talion with? Is this a 3-way? I've no idea nowadays with the politics of Albion Online. Looks like the Violets don't give a damn. The Violets are just going to clap anything in front. So Talion might be with North. It looks like North and Talion were fighting, and the Violets guys were just like, oh, that's a nasty clump. It's a filthy clump. In comes, someone put a longbow on it. Why would you waste escalation on a longbow? They actually should have got so many more kills there. Blame the longbow on that. They're still trying to get down this choke, though. And the North guys are surging forward. Nice soul side through. Talion are attempting to retreat through the same choke as Violets. That is not going to work for them. Looks like Violets potentially did the North guys a bit of a favor in taking out Talion, and now it's just all on this choke, and here comes the Violet surge again. And if Talion can soak up the engaged, North might have a chance to counter, but it just doesn't there. All right, maybe he disconnected or something.
We have another fight here. Let me go over to Seed.
Oh, I think he got cluster queued. Yeah, he got
the cluster queued.
Now he's trying to get back to the fight.
I'm going to keep a fight view over here on Seed, who we just watched the other day from Arch and Nemesis. Give them a little bit of coverage if they start fighting.
I'm going back to Cust. Okay, Felly.
You can go grab one of those tanks for sure. I have 2 clients open. And
I feel like Violets have actually...
There is an engage here. They're not fighting yet. If you hop over to Seed, he is about to engage.
Well, I believe we're just watching this cluster queue, Bogul. Which one are you on? Because we've got Sickle and...
All right, Mono has demounted, and he's about to engage Scoia'tael in about 10 seconds, I would say, if we count this down. And Scoia'tael engages him a little early. All right.
Yeah, we've got Zed Spree up on the Mammoth. Elevate swarming to the southwest. Scoia'tael and Hammer and Sickle are inside. Remember, they don't suffer from friendly fire, but they are not directly allied. There's the Ballista actually getting some hits onto Spree as well, as a ton of Hammer and Sickle are coming in from the north, and the slam on this clump. Somebody fires off a Helm of Valor, claps on both sides, and a couple of Elevate go down. I think there was a Reflect death on a PoE Galatine as well. We've got the Elevator, sort of unallied clappers as well. Oh, that's a huge clump, but there's just... some follow-up, but Kenshi actually goes in a little bit deep and does end up going down. These Elevator guys, though, like, they've really got to watch the collateral damage as well. Like... They could just get clapped by accident if they step out of place. We've got
the elevators and elevate. Yeah. That little.
So the elevators are the guys like trying to clap with no debuff.
Right. They're the big.
Here we go. The surge forward onto Hammer and Sickle. Nice clean engage, but we know Scoia'tael are lurking around. We know Syndic's looking for the back angle on this, and I think Elevate are doing a great job of. They're picking a position where they're not going to get stabbed in the back easily. And they're just trying to draw the enemy through the choke. They know... Oh, that was a really good Gala clap from Miss Fito, but he is actually going to die for it, I think. A little bit overzealous.
I believe if they stay in long enough...
They're pulling down, but they really don't want to. Sanctuary Inquisito are here, though. I believe they're friends. I believe everybody that isn't PoE is friends here I'm pretty sure. Some bows, but we're seeing a lot of different stuff. And one thing I've noticed is once the forces get to 100+ for a guild, they seem to have some value in bringing out an eagle as opposed to just more beetles. Like, beetles are amazing, but at some point, other battle mounts do see play as well. Scoia'tael just pulling back to the north right now. Not sure where Syndic and the crew are. Remember, there's 2 hideouts vulnerable in this zone. This is why the fighting is going on there. Nice counter clap, actually, from a Gala, but he's not able to get any turnaround. I actually think that was an elevator clap that did a little bit of friendly fire there. These things do happen, though, from time to time. And Mono and the guys surging to the northeast, driving them back. There's another fight going on to the southwest, though. So if we stalk Syndic and see who he's fighting, it looks like Black Order have been full wiped by CIR. So Black Order did a job of preventing the CIR flank onto Elevate and Sancta. It looks like they just paid for it with their entire force, though. So that was a meat shield operation. We've still got 5 minutes till these things go live, and it looks like CIR are actually going to mount for now and try and get some stuff done.
More Black Order has just come through.
The southwest door?
North, but Valen has come in as well. More Elevator and Elevate are now sweeping down from the north in conjunction with the few guys who are left from Black Order. I don't see a lot of them anymore. It looked like there was a group, but I think it was just stragglers who were left from before and regrouping with the larger alliance in general, which is the Elevate. Okay. And now if you go to the south east door, there is another clap going on over here. There's another bit of fight.
Who do you want to go to?
I'm bouncing around, and I don't have a name for you at the moment. Let's see. There is no real front at the moment. Actually, it just looks like is Poe gone?
Yeah, I think they zoned out waiting for the other guys to come back. I think they're
they're going to go for the hideouts now. Let's see what we got on the hideouts. 2 shields on Hammer and Sickle.
And 4 on the other. One of them did get reset as well, which will be interesting.
Yeah, 2 days ago, I believe the Scoia'tael one did not get. Yeah, it got reset 2 days ago, so now it's down 1 shield.
Okay.
And the boys from Valen are moving over to the Hammer and Sickle hideout now and busting out the hammers. You can go see what's going on with Arch again.
I'm surprised that
4 minutes till the hammering goes live.
Prioritizing these hideouts here. I thought they would prioritize their own zones.
No, hideouts. The towers don't matter. Towers matter. Like, towers don't matter in the slightest compared to hideouts. No. Hideouts are the main objective.
Yeah, the power projection out of a hideout compared to a tower is huge. And if they can take one of these down, it sets them back a week. This is something they've been working on for 2 weeks now, these 2 hideouts. And they get it down to 2 shields often, but they have not gotten it past. And I'm surprised that Pope fell out of here so quick, unless that's them coming in again from the southwest. And it's Black Order.
I think this was one of the zones that was getting fought over. Ranga just getting run down by CIR. Looks like CIR aren't just going to throw themselves into the full coalition force. If Hammer and Sickle and Scoia are down, they're not going to throw themselves too hard into this. But it's all hands on deck for those hideouts. They may try and regroup with everybody and make a push. Rang are actually dismounting here in River Corpse Crossing. Go to Syndic right now. We've got quite a big fight going on. It's a big push into Rang, and Rang just seem to be collapsing under CIR, whether they're looking for a counter-engage, but half of them have been split northeast, half of them have been split south now, and this is an awkward spot as Morden. Their tanks are going deep here for CIR. Syndic is in there. There doesn't appear to be a Rang Ballista on the field, which means Syndic is just able to chill with this Mammoth and get full info. There's a lot of them, though, and if they can actually sandwich CIR, if they could draw them into this territory. Oh no, another Mammoth just knocked them back into the fight, and it looks like they've got some support on the field. Hammer and Sickle are here as well, and Rang are just getting full deleted here by the combined forces of CIR. Looks like some resistance forming, though, from the northwest, but they quickly turn and stabilize that. Drop some Brimmies on top of them, And that's good night. Good night for Rang, I think. I think it's just a full wipe here. They're in crossing as well then in this PoE fight. Looks like they're hitting hard into the north. There's a ton of Crimson guys are very, very low. They do get only 1, 2, 3. Oh, the Elevate. Elevate took some collateral over the top. So we've got Elevate, Blue Army, and the Remnants who got some TikTok. You've got all sorts going on, but obviously they can't fight over the top.
And here comes Hammer and Sickle. Hammer and Sickle is now coming into Elevate now. So that's going to pull Elevate back a bit and give CIR some room here against Blue Army.
Blue Army are just getting run down to the northeast. Mojo, actually, they're looking for the turn on this choke. Nice clap, nice engage, nice follow-up. There's a big clump there, but finally the claps arrive. But did they even can they get 1 or 2? Yeah, they can grab 1 kill. Wow, that whole clump, and they only got 1, and now the cooldowns are gone. It is go time for the other side, and Crimson just comes swarming down that choke. Syndic yelling at his men to push, calling them all sorts of obscenities, I'm sure. Oh, but that's some good axe play from Blue Army. It actually turns Crimson around. They might look for the full turn here. Nice clump. Nice Brimmies on top, and there's what Blue Army were looking for, a nice clean engage. Wales arrives with the Beetle. Little bit too late, could have saved a few of his boys, but once again, Blue Army cooldowns are gone, and it's just a back and forth right now, you know, taking it in turns. It's like a slap fight. Give them a slap. When their cooldowns are gone, you go back in, take one, and they're just trying to run them down.
And eventually somebody gets knocked out.
Some fantastic kite play from Blue Army, though. Blue Army are doing
that is one of their good skills. They're very good at kiting and getting through chokes and navigating multiple fronts at the same time. They've always been good at that.
There is the quadruple Brimstone, and Wales is actually off his Beetle. He was caught in the clump, and is he going to be able to get out of there? I don't even see him now. He's kind of disappeared. I think he's used some sort of invisibility there. Champ coming in. Oh, but Blocko and Skyer are trying to come from the high ground. I don't know if Wales actually went down there. I think he just kind of disappeared. Oh no, Wales did get killed by Panic, so the Beetle did drop, and now Blocko to Rua are eating the Blue Army pain train, but Blue Army clumped on that northern choke, and a big old Brimmy took out a few of them there. 5, 6, 7, 8 of them went down in that clump, and it just looks like a bit of a brawl now. I think both sides took casualties, both sides looking for the regroup. We see Blue Army, though, aggressively pushing to the southwest towards Crimson.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks
and
like...
here they go. They're going to get an engagement here. Nice catch.
Oh, big fun. Caught them on the tree line. Where's the follow-up? The Brimmies were a little bit late, though.
A little late, but they are going to get a couple of tanks
here. Hang on. Aren't Rang joining Blue Army? The one guy they killed was from Rang. Maybe Blue Army are fighting Rang. I don't know. I don't know who's fighting who nowadays. It's all very confusing. But last intel I got was that they were going to be not working together.
Didn't you guys didn't PoE just pick up somebody new?
I don't know. Did they?
Yeah, I heard they picked up somebody who's been really good for them. Bogul, who was that? Was it last one?
Rage Control?
Rage Control, sorry, yeah.
No, Rage Control's been in for ages. Since they left Surf, they've been in PoE, I believe.
Okay.
Or do you mean they've joined the main alliance?
Yeah, they joined. I was under the impression they've been making waves about how good they are, and yeah, okay, that's who it was. Rage Control. Thank you, Bogul.
Mojo is he's doing well here.
Yeah, he's just kind of hunting people down.
They're looking to get a little finish over here.
I'm also watching the guys over in Arch get ready to have a fight, but it's a lot of running as they are trying to get the correct number.
Where is Syndicate right now, I wonder?
I'll go take a look.
Mounted and turned.
There we go. Let's follow Africa now then. He's going to go in west to the center of Arch. They are massively outnumbered right now. They do have a 35% force, though. And it looks like the Cluster Q isn't kicking anyone out from their Zerg just yet. And Arch... Again, the good thing about fighting Arch is if you run at them, generally they just panic and you can kill what's in front of you. The bad thing about fighting Arch is there's endless waves coming from every direction. I say that, though, but there looks like there is a bit of an attempt at a hold there. But the Arch, look at that coordinated follow-up from last one. That clump getting deleted. The guys round the rock from Arch getting absolutely deleted. And now there is Awful Company surging in from behind. Gluttony is getting cluster queued out. No, he stopped flashing. He stopped flashing. I think there was enough depth. The beetle was definitely flashing yellow on my screen. I don't know if you saw that. I was like, the main.
I did not see that. I'm gonna go with my earlier.
Well, then when there's all these different,
you know, he got clustered out, right? He's gone, right?
He is gone, is he?
You know, I tried to go in on him and I got the world tour.
That is
I'll go back. I'll go back and see if
he's just trying to fight.
Nope, he's not on the server.
Just surge around together. If they find different types of arch, though, what you can do is run inside one and let them friendly fire each other, which definitely is helpful. And it looks like they're going to start pushing south. There's a few guys low. Africa now clumps up a bunch of his mates, but the counter clump onto arch, and those guys are gonzo as 5 brimmies, no more, no less, land on the arch boys, taking them down. More arch sitting in ice blocks. Cleric Cow is not generally standard fare for anyone who isn't a battle mount, but a lot of ice blocks being deployed from the arch guys right now. And they're just trying to... nice clump again. Siege bow was good as well, but they just got out of it too quick. And there's just a big difference between the coordination in these forces. You know,
there's not much.
Deleting the clumps quickly and moving on. Jason is about to get dismounted on his beetle, so he could be in a bit of trouble. Better Thanos is trying to drop his energy shield there from the chariot.
There's a lot of Thanoses in our game.
There's a lot of arch beetles actually on field, which is definitely helping them. But right now it seems that it's a case of just killing everybody inside them, charging forward. There's another clap. Double, 2, 3, 4, 5 Grove Keepers. The Brimmies didn't even get to do any damage. The guys were dead long before that. The Ballista from Last Warn being zoned out as well. Battle mounts galore leaving the field. Last Warn with 2 Mamuta out here, and they're going to be pushing east into Arch X, Midnight Shadow, and Nemesis. Looks like they're actually going to turn around. They're going to fake it. They know that there's people coming from behind. And we've got a lot of friendly fire happening between Arch X and Arch. The panic and confusion of a battle. I'm seeing halberds just tearing open their friends left, right, and center. You see red, you press the buttons.
You got to do that. You know, it happens.
Endless waves of Arch is driving Last Warn back, but they're just doing a great job. They're not sitting in one spot for too long that they could be surrounded. They're keeping on the move. You know, they're finding little pockets. They're deleting them, but they're not getting greedy. They're changing direction constantly and just not letting any Arch force come in for free. They'll delete this. There's the follow-up. Nice knock-ups, those rising slashes, the meteors coming down. These tanks are actually doing a good job of surviving. But a few of them are going to die on the way. Now they're going to wrap round to the northwest and they keep on the move. And this is the key. This is the key to fighting outnumbered. Oh my goodness. A huge clap though. J Boom just gallered open the entire line, but it wasn't quite enough to finish it on. He got 1 kill off of it and then he died for it. So, I mean, if his Alliance had been following up at that exact time, that would have been 20 kills. That was a really good Gala clap as well. But gone are the days really where you could just clap everybody. The disarray now is too strong for a Gala that's in Alliance to just one-shot everybody. It's more a job for these ungilded clappers or disarray dodging clappers.
I'm currently watching the situation in Glacier Break Summit, as it looks like the guys from Enosis might be coming in on Blocko. They are very outnumbered. I don't know if it's a good idea, and I'm...
Okay, do you have a...
Over there with Enosis versus Blocko, right on that your tank there, Coke AH.
Spell that.
Coke AH? Coke, like Coke,
okay,
Coca-Cola? Like...
I am there. And it looks like he's... we're on the Gala boy. He's got those... only the 5-2 Galas, but it looks like he's got a decent IP. The counterclap, though... Enosis. Enosis just took a huge Gala clap along with the follow-up. They put some nice clumps on Blocker, but they're still trying to recover from that engage. And it looks like the Sloth Alliance, Make Albion Great Again, are going to come in and slap Enosis. I don't know if they're with Blocko. I don't know. It looks like Blocko is going to go over the top of them. Enosis, Blocko. I don't know who's hitting who now. We've got We've got the Sloth Alliance. We've got some PoE guys. We've got Blocko plus Blocko renters. Just madness. Our camera's gone as well.
Hop on comedian.
Oh, I've just got bounced out. I'll get to him as soon as possible. Good engages, good clouds. One thing actually, the tower taking has been a little bit slower than I honestly expected during all of this.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of gigantic battles. Actually, right now on who am I watching here? Africa Now is in the middle of another battle right now. Giant claps all the way around on my secondary screen. You might want to get over there while I go to...
Once this engagement's over, so I'll be right there.
Okay.
It does seem like the endless waves of Arch are starting to take their toll on the last Warn boys.
Yeah, there's not as much fight here as there was just a moment ago. Oof.
They're gonna have one hell of a kill board though, even if they do end up going down. But this is the problem, isn't it? We saw. Do you remember when Blue Army were against them and they were just
they would get
killing
kill
hundreds,
after kill, but just not.
You need to kill 20 Arch for every person you lose because eventually they just keep on coming.
I'm on Africa now.
Okay, we'll jump over. These guys are trying to push through this choke. There's a few Arch inside them that they're just trying to clear up, but they're fighting dangerously close to an entrance, which we can assume Arch are probably surging in from. On this north corner, though, the Midnight Shadow Boys got caught down in this little canyon here in Frostbite Mountain. And there's the play onto the door, just trying to control the reinforcements. The Camlands have been good from Arch. It's their follow-ups off the back of them. Some good Gala claps as well. There's definitely a few good independent players, but it's just getting that synergy, getting your guys to follow up on the clumps. Like when you have overwhelming numbers, the key is getting your guys to man up, getting them to not be afraid of dying, which is hard to do. And Last Warn are just taking full advantage of this. They're just running at people. They're just farming them. I mean, these Last Warn guys must be borderline overweight with loot right now. They have been killing, and this has just been a meat grinder for Arch. Another Camland clumps 30 Last Warn together, and no one follows it up. This is a blue balls situation, Shozen, if ever I've seen one. There is a dead Last Warn on the choke, but here come the Soul Scythes through, and this door clump. Nice armor piercer from the Curse player as well. The Damnation for that extra bit of resistance reduction, and Nightmare are having a nightmare. There's more Cordial Wolves and Co coming in from the southwest, but again, they're too scared. Like at that point, you've seen all the big cooldowns. You could just run at them. But instead, they pull back, and now Last Warn is going to pull forward and just run them down. Everybody's so scared of dying, and then they end up dying anyway. Like, you might as well go in and just cause havoc, because they die anyway. Here comes another nice Camland. Look at that clump. Look at that clump, Shozen!
I did not see it. I wasn't looking at that screen. 15
guys. You saw that, Bogul.
All I see is green right now over there is over on the Last Warn guys. I don't see anybody for them to kill. Who did Africa Now go after?
The Camland are just more Arch, just farming
just
these
more
Arch.
Just more Arch.
Look at it again. Look at these Camlands, and there's just nothing.
Nothing. Why?
That's got to be like, that's got to be frustrating for those tanks. As a tank, you can't do much more than set up a huge clump.
Perfect. That was perfect. That was. Yeah,
and the problem is that at some point these tanks are going to say to themselves, "I want to go play in a Zerg that follows up." And this is why Arch have never had a problem with numbers, but they've always had a problem keeping their best players.
Yeah, I was talking with Seed, and he's like, they often are a farm league for good players. It helps them get into the Outlands, start playing right away in the Outlands, get to the point where they're kind of good, and then they go find
their fame up, get their experience up, and then they go to a good guild.
Actually, somebody doing work there on Last Warn, following up a little bit. There's some death, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Arch getting clapped again. You can see them surging out of this hideout, but I mean, honestly, if I'm Last Warn, You're having a lot of fun here, but you're probably like, all right, eventually we should try and pack up our bags and get out with the loot. I would probably just try and kite as far away from the hideout as possible, kill everyone you can, and then straight after a fatty clap, just try and get out of there with the loot. Because these guys are loaded up with gear. And despite the memes, the Arch guys are all running, I'm seeing all their tanks
decent gear, for sure.
I'm seeing 6-3 Gala clappers. I'm seeing decent gear. They've definitely picked up beetles, and it looks like there might be another one very shortly. He's about to get dismounted. The damage is on top. Yeah, he's gone. Another beetle. That's the third beetle I believe I've seen. I've seen a ballista go as well. So they, these guys have got battle mounts in their bags as well. Like, an Arch will never stop coming. This is the thing. They will just endlessly. I mean, they're too busy picking off the bodies right now off the floor. This is a great advert for Last Warn, though. Like these guys are just controlling this fight. They're just sweeping around
for a while now.
And their mobility is fantastic. Like they're just keeping on the move is working so nicely for them. Because if they stay in one place, Arch will just surround them from all sides and just keep on surging. They're playing like into the lack of coordination from Arch by constantly moving. Like the Arch guilds don't know where the other Arch guilds are. Eventually, if the enemy stays in one place, like on a tower, they'll realize and just surround them. But if they keep moving, there's so little coordination from the different clusters of Arch that Last Warn are just picking them off one at a time, despite being massively outnumbered this whole fight. I mean, they must be killing 20, 30 guys for every one they go. I think Africa now is overloaded. I'm not even sure. I brought a TA excellent bag. Good lad.
Well, you want to have a big enough bag to get all that loot.
He hasn't set his boots to carry capacity yet. That's when you know. That's when you know things got real.
Jeez.
Wow, he's actually just running into the tent on a nightmare.
Well, Africa now is about to be. Are you watching him right now? He's getting ready to go.
11 million mount, and he's just like running at them.
Nah, bro, it don't matter. I got loots.
And they just know that Arch are not having a good time here, and they're playing the momentum. They're playing the fear factor, and it's working.
Glacial Break is back in play.
I think they're going to go for a launch. Oh, here we go. There's oh wow. AOF company to the west have a mammoth right in front of the LW ballista as well. This might not be the smartest choice. The way things are going, we might see our first live move kill. He is actually Requite is going to drill him with the volley. Only gets off 4 shots, but the rest of AOF company are getting dropped. And if we go over to Requite, we might actually see this this mammoth go down if they choose to pursue it. Of course, no, it looks like they want the tower. Letting him go. Do you want to go over to Bankub then?
Yeah, over here we got Enosis versus well, actually, they might be. Are they going against each other? Yeah, Enosis versus Native. All right, and in come the quick claps.
Wait, are you sure?
Nope. I'm not. They just killed one dude who was standing there, and then they mounted up and they said, "No, we're friends." I don't know what the hell that was. That was the weirdest thing. They came in, killed, not the Blocko guy, but that. In the middle of the zone, there's a dead guy with a bag. I don't know why they killed him.
Okay.
It looked like they were... Oh, actually, on the other side, we have a number of deaths over here on the east. Who is it? It's Blocko. Derua versus... I think it's... Native? No. Enosis.
Just going comedian.
Or it's Blocko versus Block... Oh, gosh. Who the heck are these on... You can't tell when they're all red. They have... alliance names that are too similar on purpose, like they're attacking each other. It's a good confusion tactic. It's confusing the hell out of me.
I'm watching Comedian right now.
Yeah.
At the eastern tip of that territory.
Yep.
They are pushing Blocko. The territory here in the zone doesn't have an owner yet, right? No.
And the other fight, Africa now is still just grinding out the Arch guys. They come in, they die in mass, and then he counters them and then just starts chasing them down until they break again. So that's a messy fight over there.
No, I think Comedian is one of the leaders of Enosis as well. So he's a good one to follow. But it looks like they're trying to wrap around. they're trying to wrap around for a better angle on this main fight because the problem is they were with native, but they can't fight over the top of native because they're not allied. They're allied, but not allied. I know that's confusing.
Yeah, they're holding each other closely, but not too closely. Like they haven't taken each other's name yet, you know?
Maybe just by the hand, you might say.
Yeah, they might live in the same house.
Comedian's just going in. This Blocko blob is just chilling, and Comedian's just like, yo, let's go in. They're all mounted, like, and we'll just kill what we can. Oh, they're gonna go for the beetle. They might get a nice catch onto this beetle here. There's the clap. He's got the full resistance right now, but it's not going to help him. And they're just going to drill him. I think they might just let him die here. You can't fly. He can't go flight mode. Is his boys going to come back for him? It's not going to matter. He goes south. Auto fire comes out. Does he have an undead cape? No, he doesn't. He's just going to die. He gets the ice block off for a few seconds, but free beetle for Enosis. That guy just got left. And it was only about 30, 40 guys fighting. I don't know why they didn't fight that. Seems odd. See what's happening. Nothing on this tower right now. There's a few towers still up for grabs, not too many. Rivercorp's Curve is still available. This is usually quite contested.
We've got BA versus Elevate versus CIR. Elevate is with them. If you hop on VNS, he is a tank. Oh, he's dead. Never mind.
Okay.
King Mojo, maybe? Maybe he's still alive. CIR is getting destroyed right now. More dead Poe than I've seen ever. They just got annihilated there. That was an incredible massacre. And it's still going on. They are getting run out of Sunken Burrow Woods right now.
Oh, some of them are just going to bleed out. That's frustrating to go down to the bleeds. The Chariot's playing super aggressive, and they've got Syndic's Mammoth in jeopardy here. They are getting hard wiped as they kite round. Blue Army doesn't. Who owns this territory though? Do we know who owns this territory? It's a Yaga territory, so Crimson Imperium cannot use it.
Yeah, it's outside of the alliance.
You have Blue Army getting picked off, and Mojo is very low, and there doesn't seem to be any heals.
I don't know where did
there's the reset
go. They were here just a moment ago. Here comes Black Order. In minor numbers.
There's still a bit of a scrap going on, but there's so many players with no health right
This
now.
is such a long fight. Like the
line
of this war is going on
both got
sides.
guys just on a slither of health, just desperately looking for a green or purple name with a healing staff. Like, I don't know if Syndic's still on his Mammoth. There doesn't appear to be a ballista in the
over
vicinity.
here.
Everybody's just looting as well. The Blue Alts and the Black Order guys are just looting.
On the western side of this front, Elevate is currently taking on Skoyatal and making short work of them mostly here. It's very impressive by the coalition forces right now.
Well, Rang is here too, and they appear to be with Blue Army, Black Order, and Elevate. I think, yeah, they're not fighting. Okay, they're all just running after CIR. Thank you to everybody taking part in Reset Day. It's been absolutely epic. Congrats to all the territory owners and the big winners. Obviously, the PoE vs Coalition hideout wars continues into the week. But today, we've still got live Crystal action with Shozen, Tazik, and Bogul. That will be going live around 2100 UTC, maybe 5-10 minutes before.
2030.
2030. Oh yeah, it's earlier. Okay, earlier today. And then tonight from around midnight, you've got the NA reset, which is never as good as the EU reset, let's be real, chat.
Rarely, yeah.
But still worth a watch if you're up. And it could be more exciting action here for Albion TV. Make sure you're following the channel as well. We hope you've enjoyed the show. It's always been a pleasure. I will be back next Saturday with live GVG action, and I believe Sunday as well. We've got the 7s and 8s next weekend, so a lot to look forward to, and potentially some stuff on Albion TV this week that maybe a little special feature, but you'll see more about that. Make sure you're following us on Twitter and checking the forums for updates on what is coming. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you everyone for participating in the last invasion day of Season 9 as Elevate march on towards seemingly unstoppable victory.
Yeah, they are kind of just rolling over it, aren't they?
Yeah, certainly running away with it right now, and Rang does not seem to do a thing to stop them. I think they are falling out of the race day by day. But we'll see next time on Albion TV. Thank you guys so much for watching Season 9 Invasion Day, and we'll see you next time.